Alright, what's up guys, Chokosura here, and we're back with another Secret of Mana Randomizer Mystery Seed on hard settings. Alright, so, for those who don't know how these work, this is basically a seed. It's a preset seed, but we do not know what the flags are. And it's our job to figure out what the flags are and, of course, beat the seed with, whatever mess that this seed gives us. So let's see what we got. All right, we got a board start. 3, 2, 1, go. We got Flamey Drum and Logic. And we've got a sword start. So let's see what we got here. Con and ice damage. Okay. Alright, Mech 3 is dead. That's actually good to know in case this is a Mana Tree Revival Seed, which we don't know yet. We won't know until we get the Flamey Drum, that is. Okay, since we do have a sword start, we can go ahead and check the sword pedestal and see what's out there. Alright, we got random enemy spawns. 1.0 and normal gold, it looks like. Okay. Light seed, where mana seed should be. That was my bad, because I don't know how to play the game. I completely deserve to get bursted right there. I could have actually gotten away from him. But no. My controller decides to be wonky. But I can't even blame that on my controller, though. That was all me. Okay, I see you. There we go. Alright, we found the sprite. With the bow. And it's an int bow. Okay, that works for me. We might just leave that bow on him then. Ow. Okay, it is 1.0 XP multiplier, so we can be a little bit more lenient with kills. Let's be careful right here. We got Embermen. Embermen aren't that nice. Alright, so let's see. I don't want them splitting on us like that. Come on, Sprite. Don't get smacked up out there. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is drop a save. And we're going to check Mantisant because Mantisant gives us a guaranteed sword orb. Assuming we can kill this boss, which... let's not bother with that. If my weapon was anything but ice element, then I'd probably fight that. And even then, it's not going to be a fun fight because it's a Hydra and it has defense. So we're just going to leave that alone for now. Shoot it, spike. Alright, Midge Mallet, Northtown Ruins. We're going to go ahead and check out Upper Land. And seeing that Hydra is a prime example of why I always check my weapons at the start of a seed. Because if you don't, then, and if you decide to fight that and then you're wondering why you're doing no damage, and then you look at your weapon, then you're like, oh, I do no damage because I have a ice element weapon and this is an ice element boss. Or water. Water, ice, same thing. Surprised that actually hit me. Alright, we have Salamander. Okay. Just we can reset. Nothing important there. So we're just going to reset back to Potos and get our hints. Alright, so we got a Hydra sitting at Mantis Ant. We don't want nothing to do with that. That's a spider legs, isn't it, right there? Yeah, it's gotta be. Alright, Wind Seed under the sea. Ew. Alright, so we know what that is. Alright, nothing there. Nothing there either. And nothing there either. Alright, so we're not getting a lot of hints right now, which is kind of annoying. So I'm getting silenced. Kill this. Wow. There we go. Okay, whip in the chest. That's actually a pretty good hint. Because we might need that, depending on what kind of seed this is, that is. Okay, so I'm assuming, since we are level 2 and they're still dropping 100 gold in chests, I'm assuming that the scaling is set to increase after bosses. Because the enemies are still level 1, obviously. And they'll continue to be level 1 until we kill the first boss. Getting some good money, that's for sure. Oh, there's our whip. Before I rope out of here, let me check this. Ooh, okay, Luna's strength is nice. We will absolutely take that. I honestly feel I should just go to Pandora Ruins here. But since I'm here, I might as well stop at the shop. Okay, bow orb there. We might find something here that we can use for Pandora Ruins, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that's Luna. Another sword orb. Rope out. I might just forge that. Let me see what's in the shop first before I forge anything. We can forge the bow as well, but I kind of want to keep Sprite on that weapon right now. It has intelligence on it. We don't have any magic yet, though. Ew. Ugh. Silver band. Wow, okay, that's actually kind of brutal seeing those there, and I don't have that much cash on me. I'm gonna drop a save and see what's on these weapons. I'll forge the bow just to see what it is. I mean, the level 2 could be an int weapon too, for all we know. I do want to forge that though. Okay, lightsaber and frenetic bow. Lightsaber's probably light damage and something else. Dryad. Okay, so that's an int weapon too. Agility, ice. Nah, that's okay. I'll forge the sword, but I'll leave the bow as it is. Because we do have that Hydra sitting at Mantis Ant. I might need to kill that sooner or later. So we'll go ahead and forge that just to get it to level 2. And we're going to save split these bosses. I want to go to Pandora Ruins, but I'm not in a good position to do so. I mean, yeah, I can rope out and just walk up there, but I think we just play this normally and see what happens. Ugh. Yeah, this is not going to be a fun fight. I have to be very careful here. I should probably give the bow to the boy. But yeah, I don't have candies either. Got him. Whew. There are a few bosses in this game that the bow is actually very good against, and that's one of them. I know people shit on the bow all the time, but the bow is actually useful against that guy. Alright, we got Axor, we got Javor, we got... Okay, there's our Salamander. We have to keep that for sure. Alright, so the shop had, what, Silver Band and Golem Ring? And some other stuff I can't remember. Ooh. I think we can kill. We should be able to. Yeah, we're fine. Ooh, 2,000 gold. That we are keeping. As a matter of fact, I mean, a golem ring is 750 though. That's kind of expensive. I like this for Sprite though. You know what? Let's do it. We'll go quilted hood and 2 silver bands. Yeah, I think that's the right call here. At least I can get some equipment on the Sprite. And the boy can add that for now. Let's see. We are going to Pandora. I probably want to kill things just to see if I can get any money on the way. Dead? Nope. Now you're dead. I want to walk to Pandora, and that way I can see what's in the Kaipo shop. I think this whip is just flat out better, right? Yeah, not by much, but because it has strength on it. Alright, needed Lumina. Okay, so that tells us that the girl's in the seed as well. Alright, so Lumina's needed for Grand Palace. We don't know how useful that hint is, but it's there nonetheless. Okay, we got that. We got that. Spiky suit is nice for the boy at the very least. We get 2. I think I just grab this. I don't know if I want a chance waiting on something in Pandora. I might as well just grab that now. I mean, it's just a bandana, but still. Alright, Sprite should be fine for quite a while. We're not worried about him too much. Sure, we'll take that. Man, you're just messing with your defenders, aren't you, buddy? I don't know who's casting them. It's probably a tomato man somewhere nearby that's casting those, or eggplant man, one of them. Can we get a better helmet here? I don't know. I mean, there's that, but I can't afford it. Actually, let me buy some candies and herbs, because it is random enemy spawns apparently, and there could be, you know, like owls or trap flowers anytime. Alright, so let's go to ruins. Again, we have what Upperland wants, but in the case that the Flaming Drum is early, we want to comb early game. We want to do as much of early game as we can. Because if we leave early game and realize that the Flaming Drum is behind, then we have to go back. And we do not want that. So yeah, this is one of those cases where we absolutely want to full clear early game and look for this Flaming Drum, because it very well could be sitting in an early game spot. Just no. I have to keep in mind that this weapon is a Dryad element and not light element. Yeah, we can take that, sure. There you go, missing those defenders. Alright, so the sprite is probably all we need to get past Upperland. The girl is probably somewhere crazy, more than likely. So we might not see her for a while. Alright, who is this? Ooh. Wall face. Actually, I'm gonna let it heal first. There we go. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Damn. I just swing here. Come on, boy. Oh, this one's sprite. Got him. Vanilla wall face. Interesting. Like I said, it's always a good idea to fully clear early game in case the Flaming Drum is early. You may not need to pop that Upperland orb at all. And in this case, we do not need to. Alright, so before we take off, okay, steel cap's nice. We can take that. Sure, why not? Before we take off, we're gonna take our butts over to the treasury and see what's in those treasure chests. And then we're gonna figure out what kind of seed this is. Alright, so we have the sword, we have the whip, we have the bow. So Witch's Castle's open from the water palace side. We can fully complete Pure Land if we choose to. Axe Orb, Boom Orb, Axe Orb again, Whip Orb, Glove Orb, and the Moon Seed. Okay, so Moon Seed is nice. We take that. I didn't check that hint outside of town either. Probably should do that. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Because we don't have a lot of information at all. We didn't get a lot of hints from the early areas. Okay, well, I could have just kept on going there. Alright, so Moogle Village didn't have anything but orbs. It's mandatory revival. I think I'm just going straight to Matango here. I think this is where I hunt down some information rather than do free checks right now. I mean, I could do both, but I do want information. Because some of those early hints were either non-existent or not really that helpful. We know Lumina's required, and that tells us that the girl is in the seed, but it is a Mana Tree Revival seed, so I don't think that matters. Unless there's a seed at Meg 3, which we don't know yet. Okay, Core Cap there. So right now we're looking for seed information. I mean, we're looking for information in general that'll help us out. I might consider doing an early Witch's Castle play, but we'll see. Alright, so Sea Hare's Tail, Northtown Ruins. That's nothing there. Fire Final is the Boomerang. Okay. Flaming Drum early. Girl on an Island. Dryad late. And okay, that doesn't. Alright, so we know where the girl is. Well, we know where she could possibly be. Dryad's late, which I don't know how helpful that is. We do have the sprite, so maybe it is. I don't know. And Fire Final is pretty much dead because it's the Boomerang. We don't really care about that too much. Okay, so no Prem there. She must be. She might be a gold tower. Chances are she's at Light Palace. Gold tower, same place. Do we need her though? I don't know. I mean, she could have the axe on her, which would be pretty significant. We know where the Boomerang is. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Get this to level 1. Nice. Dryad Seed, Northtown. Okay, that's actually a good hint. That's actually a good hint because now we know where to look for that. I also have a right mind to just straight up go to Pure Land and see how many seeds we need. Okay, we got Chain Vest there. We got Raccoon Cap here. Yeah, we grabbed that. Alright, so let's see if Prim is at the lighthouse. If she's not, then we know where she is. We know she's at Light Palace if she's not at Lighthouse. I might go check Jock and Jack as well for hints. I could. And in fact, that won't be a bad idea. Okay. No Prim. Alright, so now we know where the girl is. So we have to keep that in mind because we haven't found the axe yet, and she could have the axe on her. Alright, so let's go to Lofty Mountains. Pay a visit to Jock and Jack and see if we can learn anything from them. Alright, so that means the girl is locked by the gold key. That's my boy. Yep. Couldn't hit him in time. If we can get some hints about weapons, that'll help too, because that'll help us deduce what the girl could have on her. And if we need to look for her or not. Okay, needed Lumina, we already know. And Sylphid Mid. Okay. That's nice. I guess I'll just check Grand Palace chest then. What's also pretty scary is the fact that we don't know if there's a seed on Mech 3 or not. Actual, alright. I also have a feeling that this could be hard complexity. Alright, so I guess we go to Southtown here. Dryad Seas in Northtown, so that pretty much incentivizes me to go clear out Northtown ruins if I need to. Alright, total elements is 3. With a sprite and the seed. That's actually interesting to know. Okay, ooh, Ivy's here. Oh, here, that's good. Good to see, actually. I mean, we got 4,000 gold. I could grab 2. I don't think we're getting to the girl in quite some time. Let me sleep, actually, because I kind of want to look for this Dryad Seed. We know it's in Northtown. Yeah, I might actually go get those Ivy amulets. I'm surprised he didn't silence me there. Oh, there's our Dryad too. Okay. And Whipple. Alright. So that changes things because now hopefully I don't need to full clear these 2 areas, but I might. I should full clear Northtown Ruins though, because that's one of those places I don't want to double dip if I can avoid it. So I might just straight up full clear this right now. I just might do it. Okay, $1,000. Let me check my XP. 76, 79. Oh, wait. Duh. Have to go inside. Let me see how much these guys are giving as far as XP. They're giving 4 XP. Okay. Because what I was thinking about doing was leveling my Salamander to level 2, but I don't have any walnuts right now. I mean, I could just kill a bunch of enemies. Okay, there's that. I mean, it's 4 XP per kill. Which means I would need to kill like 20 enemies between now and the time I get to Doomswall. I want you first. I want you dead. So we've killed, what, 6 so far? I'll keep an eye on it. 39. I tried to swing, but it hit the chest instead. Should be 12 enemies. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start using Lava Wave here. Get this to level 2 and then level up for the boss. Okay. So we just have to kill a few more enemies. level up sprite before the boss. Mace Mallet. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's boy. There we go. There's sprite. Alright, we're good now. Now we can have level 2 Salamando against the boss. Now, the only issue is we're most likely not going to level up after the boss fight. Because it's 1.0 XP multiplier, I'm pretty sure we're not going to level up after this boss. Alright, we know there's a Doom Sword back here too. Because we've already seen Warface. So with that said, I might not even use magic here. Yeah, I might not even use magic here, I don't know. I kind of want to save my magic for the second boss. Because I can't refill after this fight. Alright, Sprite, I need you to participate here, buddy. I'll give you that. Got him. Yeah, I think I made the right call to just not use magic on that guy. Because I knew I wasn't going to level up after this fight. Alright, Whip Orb and Axe Orb. Alright, nothing there. Fire Seed and a chest. Okay, that's actually a pretty good hit. I think you're at 10 MP, aren't you? No. Next level, 10 MP. Alright, level 7. We get a Bow Orb, and... okay, we need that. We might need that. Okay, so that means... we can get out of here. Prim is most likely on the Light Seed pedestal, if I were to guess. So we might need to find the Light Seed. I'm gonna save. And I know I have 7,000 gold and I need to spend it, but I want to see if I can find Prim first. She may have the axe on her. She may have the glove. And both of those would be pretty beneficial right now. Okay, so not there. I think she's on the ped. She might be straight up on the pedestal. Snick. Big brother? Can't tell. Yep, it's Big Brother. That was a low roll, unfortunately. Ew. 48? Really? Got him. I don't have... no. I think the whip might straight up do more damage here. I don't know. And it's not doing that much more. You know, I could have saved myself the trouble and bought some freaking walnuts before this fight. Prim? No. Okay, so she is on the pedestal. I need to keep that open now because we know where she is now. We know exactly where Prim is now. Let me see. We check the shop. We go to Ice Country. If that's there, I don't want to swap that out yet, though. If anything, I want those Ivy amulets. I kind of figured Prim was on the Light Seed pedestal. I'm thinking this is hard complexity. Alright, so we grab this, let's see, core cap, we don't need that. We can sell the silver bands, we can sell one of them. Yeah, we'll sell one of them. And honestly, I probably should just forge my weapons here. We've got 2 seeds in Salamando. We could check Moon Palace Orb and see what that is. We can also turn in the Dryad Seed. Okay, so we got that. That's an int weapon. Dark and Strength. Okay, sure. Agility, Ice. These whips are not really that great. No, I'll go one more time. I'll go one more time for the whip. I mean, that's nice. In case I run across another snake, that'll be actually really good for it. Alright, so let's think. We still have to do Ice Country checks. We can full clear Ice Country right now too. The question is, do I want to? Okay, no hint there. $800. Yeah, we can full clear. I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, we can clear Ice Palace. Sure. I mean, we really don't have a clear direction as far as what we should be doing right now. This is one of those cases where I just need to blind stuff until I run into things. I mean, we tried to make a play for Prim, but we didn't get her. We know where she is now, though, for sure. We know exactly where she is. All right, Hexes. Alright, so now we know that there's a Hexes at Undini's cave, which is good information. We know what boss is there now. Ooh! Lady Luna! Get this up right now. We don't move until this gets to level 2. One more. Yep. That was actually a pretty sick find. Actually a pretty sick find. Now that I think about it. I mean, I could go to Pure Land, but I don't know if I want to. I probably should, though. Alright, let's check this. Another damn snake. We got Luna, though, so we're fine. Gem missile. I don't know if you did or not. No. You did. Yes. Okay. Reset. Alright, so nothing there. We found Luna, though, which is good. Which is huge. We found Luna. Alright, so we vote out. Kinda. I need to go west. We have the Sea Hare Tail. We have the Moon Seed. I want to see if we can turn that in. I highly doubt it. I mean, we can check. We know the boomerang's on the fire pit. Damn. Alright, so we can't do that. Alright, so Moon Palace requires shade, which we don't have, obviously. I think we just turn in the Sea Hare Tail and check Fire Palace Orb and see what it is. Ooh, that's huge, because now Prim doesn't have the axe. She either has the glove or the spear or the javelin. Okay, this is actually good. We'll take 2 of these. Yeah, that axe find was huge. And Sprite, I might just swap you to it because the bow is kind of eh. I don't want that on you. As a matter of fact, what I could do is see. I'm going to roll the dice and see if I can get a stronger int weapon on him. Because if I can get something like intelligence plus stone or something, then I think that'll be worth it. Alright, let's see what we get with this axe. We have a lot of axe orbs as well. Okay. I swear to you guys. I am not a wizard. I promise you. Alright, so we've got Luna, we got the axe. That means we have a few more things to check, like Dark Palace, for instance. So let's stop there. We can also check Sunken City chest as well. I probably should have went to Fire Palace first, but that's alright. I probably can't get inside there anyway. I'm trying to think if I want to go Pure Land here. I mean, I don't know. Okay, Dryad's actually huge. Seeing that Dryad, I think I do want to go now. I also kind of want to go Witch's Castle here. I mean, this seed is pretty much opened up now. Pretty much. Ooh. Okay, Fire Seed's good. Wow, so it was Sea Hair Tail into Fire Seed. Oh, I'm sorry, Sea Hair Tail into the Axe into the Fire Seed. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I do go to Pure Land. Because preset seeds will set, if it's mandatory revival anyway, preset seeds will set the required amount of seeds between 3 and 7. And we do have 3 seeds, so there is a chance that we might be in go mode. Oh, he got cast on, damn. Right, Dryad's level. Oh, we have 3 seeds though. We can get this to level 3. We might not need to get Prim at all. We might just flat out skip her at this point. Because she doesn't have anything important on her. Damn. She doesn't have anything important on her, and I mean, Luna Magic's nice, but we have a fully functioning sprite. So I don't think we even go for her. The only way we go for Prim is if there's something on the Light Seed pedestal, like a Mana Seed. Then we have to get her, but if not, then I think we just flat out skip her. Okay, so let me get some walnuts. I do want to go to Pure Land now, for sure. For sure, I want to go to Pure Land here. Because we straight up might just be in go mode and not know it. And now that we have Dryad, we can just blow up everything with Burst. And we can use Salamando as our backup elemental if we need to. If we run across like Tropicalia or something, then we can use Salamando. Or Watermelon. mean, I love Prim to death, but this is one of those situations where I don't need to. Seriously, dude, I don't need to go for her. Because now that we have both cutting weapons and the whip, she doesn't have any important weapon on her. Oh, another damn hexes, okay. Dead? Yes. But yeah, I mean, if this situation were reversed and if I had Prim instead of Randy, and Randy didn't have anything good on him, then I'd skip him too. Alright, glove orb, nothing. Let's keep it moving. But in this situation, Prim doesn't have anything important on her. She has either the glove or the spear, or the javelin. And we don't care about any of those at this point. Ain't this ant? Work on my salamander magic here, sure. At the least I can get this to level 3. In case I need it later on. He might be dead, actually. Nope, he ain't dead yet. There we go. I know I said that Prim is useful on nearly every seed, and I emphasize the word nearly every seed. This is one of those seeds where she's not useful. Well, no, I can't say that. I mean, if you go and get her and you have... If I had Gnome, for instance, if I had Gnome, then yeah, I might go get her just for speed up, but I don't have Gnome. Like, there's literally no reason for me to go get the girl because I only have Salamander, Luna, and Dryad. I mean, Luna's nice on her, don't get me wrong, but our offense is all magical pretty much, so I don't need moon energy in this case. Another damn mantis ant, alright. I think he's dead, actually. Yeah, he should be dead right now. Now, if I hadn't found the axe, then I'd still be considering getting her because, like I said earlier, she could have had the axe on her. And then there would be something, like a mana seed blocked behind the axe or something. In that case, then yes, you would have to get her. But in this case, we don't have to get her at all. I mean, I made a play for her, but she's on the pedestal. Which means I would need to find the light seed in order to get to Prim. Dragon? Nope, that's a fire gigas. Ow. I don't know if I want to walnut here, though. I probably should, though. Ow. Yeah, I probably should walnut. might be pretty bad. Because if he traps me here, I might just die. Alright, hold on. First of all, we heal you. Heal you. I'm being greedy as hell right now. And I shouldn't be. Yeah, let me water. I'm being giga greedy right now, and I shouldn't be. My sprite sense. Alright, there we go. Wow, it still ain't dead yet. Alright, he's out of MP though. I was being super greedy there, and I should not have been. I should have just thrown the walnut and kept on casting burst. But sometimes I think to myself, okay, maybe he's at low HP. Maybe I can smack him a few times and kill him, but nope. He had like 400 HP left. Alright, Spear's Orb, and okay, there's Shade. Does that do anything for us? Perhaps? I don't know. Okay, the enemies are level 17, which means... Is this kind of hard difficulty? No, it can't be. Because we're like level 12. Oh, right, because it's a 1.0 XP multiplier, that's why. That's why we're so under leveled right now. Let me see. Do we need to level up Shade? Probably not. Of course. I have the wall done here now. That was close. Almost got smacked up right there. Got him. Alright, so we're out of walnuts now, which is fine because we only have one boss left, and hopefully it's not a Gigas or something I can't drain from. Actually, we might be in trouble here. No, never mind, we're good. Because I used up all of my MP, which means I can't drain, but we leveled up, so we're fine. Now this is going to be slightly annoying. I think the split. I have 12 MP. We can't cast Burst 3 times with 12 MP without running out of MP. So I have to go double Burst plus probably Exploder. Yeah. And 3 MP, we can cast Fireball, sure. No, let's try that again, shall we? Matter of fact, I'll just double drain here. Oh, crap. Right, you have to drain something, dude. You have to drain something. Oh, God. You have to drain something, Spike. He wants to drain 1 all of a sudden. Yeah. Alright, he's out of MP now. Alright, so got him. I seen that coming. Actually, I got a better idea. We use this. There we go. Woo. Water Seed. Okay. So that's 4. Yeah, so we got some pretty nasty bosses in Pure Land. And even when we had like 4 walnuts, we still had to use them all. And that tells me I need to upgrade my armor. Unless I'm done. which I don't know. Alright, so we got Water Seed. Moon Seed needs shade. We have that, so we can check that. Dryad Seed, we can check that. Fire Seed, we know it's the boomerang. Ew, 7 seeds. No way. Alright, game. I guess we gotta find 3 more seeds. Okay, so I think... Didn't we get a hint saying that the wind seed was like sunken continent or something? I want to see something real quick. I could have sworn Didn't we get a hint saying that the wind seed was under the sea or something? I just want to check real quick. No, okay. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know what I'm talking about, but anywho, let's go upgrade our armor here. Witch's Castle is not a terrible play right now. Actually, hold on. Kinda wanna find Circlet. I don't think I've seen any though. Okay, there's these. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Circlet yet. Okay, there's that. Tiger Bikini, that's for girl. Honestly, I think the only way I need Prim is if something requires in the Fire Palace and I need Lumina to get through. I think that's the only way I need Prim this seed. I'll check Moon Palace. We have shade now. Good job, Spirit. Alright, 2,000 bucks and Undini. Okay, Undini's actually a good find because she might be required in Fire Palace. I don't know. Yeah, let me go to Fire Palace because I need to see what's in there. We haven't even stepped foot in here yet. We really need to see what's in here. This game is so dang cheeky sometimes. Like, seriously. The moment I get Undini, I need her. Alright. I want to kill this wolf. Oh, not with that. Okay, that one's Luna. Speaking of Luna, might as well get this to level 4. Okay, there's that. Javelin. Alright. So we don't care what the other orb is because we know what's on the pedestal. Alright. So we're missing Earth Seed, Wind Seed, Dark Seed, Light Seed. Water Seed we can turn in. We don't. Oh, I want walnuts. Get like 5. In case we run into any more Gigases. Sword of Kings. I don't think we forged anything else, honestly. I think we're fine. Ooh, that's a stone weapon, though. It's an int weapon, but it's a stone weapon. Alright, so let's see. Earth Palace requires Luna, but we don't have the seed. Wind Seed, we don't know where that is either. I think we just go back to early game here and check these early checks. We never did fully clear early game. We didn't need to, because we found the Flaming Drum early enough that it didn't really matter. Okay, now we can kill you. Yeah, I don't see... Yeah, I got 2 sort of, sure. You know what's scary, though? I think the scary thing here is if there's a seed on Mech 3, which means I need Lumina, which means I need the girl. But I'm kind of hoping that's not the case. We also don't know what's in Flaming Cave either. I haven't really checked that. Right now, I want to stay early game. I want to clear out Water Palace and then Undini's Cave and then Witch's Castle. We still need to find 3 more mana seeds. Okay. Yeah, so I think the situation that we're in is a little scary. It's a little scary. I don't know. Nothing. Okay, we reset. It's a little scary because Lumina could be required to get the seed if there's a seed in Grand Palace on Mech 3. And Lumina could be on a ped for all we know, which means we would need a seed to get to her. And in turn, we would need to go get Prim, and we know what Prim is. The issue is we don't have the light seed. Okay, this is Hexes. Dead. Nope. Ow. The bosses are level 22, by the way, what the enemies are. I might have to go around and see if I can find some needle helms or something. Push comes to shove, I may grind up 30k gold, which we can do. Wow. Okay. We check Witch's Castle. Before Pit Northtown Ruins. There's still the castle though. I think I can get this up. It's pretty much my next best thing after Burst. The bosses may be set to random as well, which means we can encounter more than one of them. More than one of the same boss, I should say. So, if we run into another Fire Gigas, then I have something for him. Three, 5. Of course, I get smacked. Okay, Felicia's hit level 4. I'll level this up to like 2 in case we run into a McLighter 3 somewhere, which I don't know. Nico, what you got? Okay. Nothing I want. It's looking like another 2-hour seed. That's not going to drain much. 9 is fine. Let me reset that room. No. I don't like that combination of enemies. Oh my gosh. There we go. Gnome in the mountains. Do we care? I don't think we care. Although, seeing that makes me want to check Flamey Cape Orb, though. Yeah, let's just do this. You was in a perfect spot. So the only reason why I'm using Air Blast there is to level it up in case I run across an unsuspecting snack somewhere. We haven't seen any Minotaurs yet. I mean, then again, we have Burst, so yeah. Alright, well, so at least we know what Gnome is. I don't think he's... I don't know. This is a little scary now. Sword Orb and ooh, okay, Dark Seed's here. That's actually good. We take that. Question is, do I chase that? Because we just got a hint saying that Gnome's in the mountains. He could be at the Dark Seed pedestal, but Gnome is not what we're after. We're after Mana Seeds. So, I don't know. Maybe I should chase that. Maybe I should. Alright, this does absolutely nothing for us. Gnome could be a doppelgangers too, which... no, I have to check Flaming Cave, because if either Gnome or Lumina is required for Flaming Cave and there's something back here, then we have to go get either Gnome or Lumina. What's this? 15,000 for 2. That's I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down to get dragon helms. I usually don't buy dragon helms, but in this situation, I think they're more than useful enough for us. It's a substantial defense bonus. Pretty much a 40-point defense boost for both of them. Well, it's actually 45 for the boy. And 40 for the sprite. Not to mention, I haven't seen Tiger Caps anywhere. I haven't seen circlets anywhere, so I might as well get them. And we're at that point of the run where I'm going to need better armor anyway than the usual. Alright, so we have to check this orb and see what it is. Because I would feel a lot more comfortable if this orb is something... Oh my god, please. Stop casting stuff for me. If this orb was something that I already have. Ow. My defense is down, that's why I got hit there. Okay, that's good. Salamander's good. Because now we could just go ahead and do this check while we're in the middle of the flaming cave. Okay. Alright, 12 MP. Freeze. Okay. Yeah, I had to check this orb because seeing that gnome hint and knowing that Lumina's still out there meant that there could have been a seed back here blocked by one of those two elementals. So I had to check this. And now that we know we don't need gnome for anything, or Lumina. Well, I can't say that because there's still Mech 3. So we're not out of the woods yet. There could be something. Ew, okay. Alright, so we know that's nothing. Alright, good to know. Good information. We know there's nothing at Flammy Cave. I'm kind of hesitant to check the Darkseed pedestal now because we know where Gnome is. And that's a check that we don't need. So, with that said, I think we just go to Sunken Continent. Maybe we get lucky with, oh god. See, this is why I'm glad I leveled up Shade. His wall's gonna be level 2, I believe. Yeah, level 23. His wall's going to be level 2. Yep. actually gonna drain here. He might be dead. Oh, he's not either. He still have MP. There we go. That exact situation is why we level up Shade. We don't have to level them up too high, just to level 2. Because on Mana Tree Revival Seeds, Shade is less important, unless you fight one of those guys. Alright, Dryad Ped has nothing. Alright, so let's check Hexes. Snake. I have to... I'm just gonna Walnut here. I'm not gonna drain his MP yet. Ow. I mean, ideally, I should be casting Thunderbolt. But that's alright. Oh, got him. Ugh, the seed is so annoying. It's definitely hard complexity, I can tell. And these seeds are in some awful spots. You know what would be absolutely tragic is if there's a mana seed on the light seed pit, which means I would have to get Prim in the process. Alright, Axe Orb. We don't care about that either. Okay. We can load the autosave, sure. I think at this point, I just full clear Sunken Continent. I might as well just full clear this. I did not mean to cast that, but that's okay. We're looking in all the wrong spots. It's going to be one of those seeds. It's definitely going to be one of those seeds. We're just looking in all the wrong spots. I'm surprised we didn't get smacked right there. Jabberwocky. Alright, we got you. This guy should die pretty quick, actually. $6.15. Fireballs be hurting. I mean, then again, Jabberwocky has low magic defense, so not surprising that a level 4 fireball does that much damage here. Alright. Approaching the 2-hour mark. Okay, there's the wind seed. I did get a hint saying that the wind seed was under the sea. Didn't I? I doubt there's 2 here, though. I doubt there's 2 seeds here, though. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. Ah. Probably don't need to forge here, but Marshall. Is that dark element or fire? I think it's fire, actually. And fire. Okay. Sure, we'll take it. The Marshall is actually a sword that you can get in Symphony of the Night. I think it's in like Inverted Castle. So that's where that reference is from. Oh, I didn't even know you petrified this dude, Sprite. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we are, what, ow, 7 levels behind? Eight levels behind. We're 8 levels behind the enemies right now. Because that's what 1.0 XP multiplier does. And that's what happens when it's set to increase after bosses. Ooh. Oh crap. I need to cast on them. There we go. I love how the sprites just disappeared in mid-freeze animation. Pretty funny. I swear, those guys, those hitboxes are so huge on those turtles. I'm getting silenced. Oh, Sprite got silenced. Okay, never mind. I guess he decided to switch it up. Alright, I'm gonna have to upgrade now. Again. This seed's getting a little bit dangerous now. There we go. Of course. I think they hit him. Got him in a good spot. Well, I had him in a good spot. What is with your air blast doing 170? Oh gosh. This might hit level 6, yeah. Did. Hennessy? I believe that's 7 actually, so we can go. Yeah, that's our 7th seed. 2 seeds in Sunken City though, who would have thought? Sometimes Rando be like that. Alright, so that is gonna do it for this mystery seed. We finished a mystery seed in under 2 hours? Say it ain't so. Alright, anywho, 158.55 is our time. Yeah, this one, I mean, this one got kind of rough toward the end because when you're running 1.0 XP multiplier, you don't get to level up as often as normal. And when it's set to increase after bosses, so enemies level increase after bosses, then the enemy levels can get out of control if you don't keep up on your armor. And I tried my best to keep up on armor there. Luckily we found, you know, dragon helms, which we had enough money for. And I'm honestly glad that I didn't get Prim this seed because, I mean, sometimes it's just, you don't want another mouth to feed, so to say. You just don't. We knew where she was. We got a hint saying that the girl was on an island. So after I checked Turtle Isle, she wasn't there. I checked Lighthouse, she wasn't there. I got the gold key a little bit later. And then I'm like, okay, maybe Prim has the axe on her and I can make a play for her. So I decided to go to Gold Tower and check and see. But we never found her. So that meant, okay, Prim's on the light seed pedestal. And I don't have the light seed. So now I'm thinking, alright, I have to find the light seed from somewhere. But we found the sea hare tail, which led to the axe. So then it's like, alright, I don't need to go get Prim now because we know that there's nothing important on her. She either came with the glove or the spear or the... actually, no, it's just the glove or the spear because we found the javelin and we knew where the boomerang was. So yeah, it's either the glove or the spear she has on her. And neither of those are important at all for this seed. But, you know, Sprite got to do his thing. You know, his usual thing of blowing up bosses and whatnot. And thankfully so, because he was pretty much our only source of, you know, good damage on the seed. We had to rely on Salamander for a little bit. And then what was our next elemental? I think it was Luna actually, because we found Luna in a pretty nice spot. When I was thinking of full clearing Ice Palace, I had the whip. Might as well do it. It's hard complexity. Might as well do it. And then we ran into Luna. Yeah, definitely a nice find in the Ice Palace. But after that, it's just, kill bosses and make checks. That's pretty much all you can do. And speaking of checks, this seed really did not provide much in the way of hints toward the mana seeds anyway. It provided hints to other stuff, but what we really needed on this run were hints to the mana seeds, or some of the mana seeds. I think we got... I don't even remember getting a hint for the wind seed. Let me check the spoiler log, because I don't even remember getting a hint for the wind seed. We found the wind seed and the earth seed in Sunken City, but I don't remember getting a hint for that. Maybe we did. I don't know. But anywho, yeah. So this one's not too bad of a seed. It's just you have to make sure you keep up on your armor, because if you don't, then you're gonna get blasted eventually by high level enemies. So yeah, it's just you have to keep up on your armor. That's pretty much all there is to it. This was a hard complexity seed. I'm almost sure of it. Seeing where some of these mana seeds were. But right now, I actually want to look at the hints. Alright, so Dryad Lake, Girl on an Island, Boomerang on a Pit. We knew that. Fire Final was the Boomerang. Fire Seed in the chest, we got a hint for that. Yes, there was a hint for the Wind Seed. We found it very early. That's probably why I don't remember what that hint was, because it was so early in the run that I forgot. So yeah, we did get a hint for the Wind Seed, and had I remembered, I would have went for that much earlier. I would have went for that much earlier. But that was just me not remembering, oh, the Wind Seed is under the sea. I need to go get that because I need 7 seeds. And then after getting the Wind Seed, I most likely would have just stayed in Sunken City just to full clear it because I'm already there, and I would have ran across the Earth Seed. So yeah, this one definitely could have been done a lot faster. Definitely could have been done a lot faster. Had I remembered that particular hint after getting the axe, I probably would have just gone straight there. Most likely. My question is, where is the Light Seed? Oh, we got a hint for that too. We sure did. Light Seed on a ped. Right, we did get a hint for that. We checked what Water Ped, Moon Ped, and Dryad Ped. So it's either behind Earth Ped, Wind Ped, or Dark Ped. It's one of those three. Let me see. This was a 6 complexity seed. No, I'm sorry, 5 complexity. So the Light Seed, where was it? Yeah, Light Ped was the girl, and that was complexity 4. But you needed the Light Seed. So the Light Seed is complexity 3, right? Yeah, okay. So it was on the Dark Seed pedestal. Okay. I mean, I could have gone for that, but the thing is, we saw that hint for Gnome, and I'm like, I don't need Gnome at this point. I know where Prim is, and I can't get to her without a light seed. So, and I don't know where that is either. So I'm thinking to myself, I really don't need Gnome unless there's a seed on Mech 3. And that's when I decided to check Flamey Cave, because that's the only orb we haven't seen. And it could have very well been a Gnome orb or a Lumina orb. So I had to go to Flamey Cave just to see what that orb was, because if it was a Gnome orb and there was a Mana Seed behind there, then I would need to go find him. If it was Lumina, same deal, I would need to go find her. And I'd have to go find, if it was Lumina, it would have been a lot worse, because we'd have to find Lumina, we'd have to find the Light Seed, and we need to go get Prim just to get through Flammy Cave. If it was, Lumina, but it wasn't. Thank goodness. But yeah, as soon as I saw that Gnome hint, I got kind of worried, because we haven't seen Flammy Cave orb. So I wanted to check that to see what it was. I wasn't really interested in doing the check at that particular moment. I wanted to see what the orb was. And this is one of those situations where checking orbs is important, because there's always a situation where, oh, that one orb is something I don't have. And you might have to go find that something. Thankfully it was, a salamander orb or something. And we could do the check right then and there. So I decided to say, you know what, let's just do it, since we're like halfway through here already. So let's just do it. And maybe we get lucky, but unfortunately we didn't. And then once I saw the salamander orb in Flammy Cave, I'm like, all right, I don't need Gnome. We already saw all the orbs. We know where Prim is, and I can't get to her. So I don't need to go get Gnome. I have every other elemental aside from Lumina. And yeah, we just don't need to go get Gnome. So that's why I decided not to check Dark Palace, because we got the hint saying Gnome was in the mountains. And Gnome could have been along with the Mana Seed, that's true. But there's also that case where it could have been Gnome and nothing, which in this case it would have been two nothings. So I really didn't want to go for that. Yeah, so this one, kind of a doozy of a seed. Not really, but it makes you think. All right, anyway, 158.55 is our time for this mystery seed. I will say this real quick. There will be no seed of the week this week, and I'll tell you why. Two reasons why, actually. One, I actually had to reinstall Windows on my PC for a reason that I really don't want to explain why, but it's a stupid reason. But I had to reinstall Windows, and unfortunately, I already had done the seed. I already had recorded my time, and I already put my time in Discord, so I can't do it again, obviously. So yeah, there is going to be no seed of the week on the channel for this week. What are we on, 262 or something? But yeah, it won't be. You guys won't see a seed of the week this week, unfortunately. Yeah, because my file, my recorded video got, I don't know what happened to it, but it got corrupted or something while I was doing my backups. So I don't know. But anywho, it's okay, because that seed of the week actually is pretty much one of the worst seeds I played. It was a defense refactor seed for one thing, so that says a lot right there. But it was also like hard complexity and flaming German logic, and it was just silly. So yeah, I wish I had saved that, but I didn't, unfortunately. We got like a 216 or something. So it was one of those. But anywho, speaking of defense refactor, you guys won't be seeing any more of those seeds, unless I specifically make a seed with defense refactor, but you guys won't be seeing any more defense refactor seeds on weeklies because we decided to say, you know what, defense refactor sucks, and it doesn't need to be in weekly seeds because the runners don't like defense refactor, and I don't blame them. To say it in so many words, defense refactor is just not meant to be put on weeklies. Honestly, we put that on there as a test to see if some of the weeklies would, be different, and yeah, they were. But at the end of the day, we just decided to say, you know what, we don't care for defense refactor anymore. So we're just gonna take it out of the pool that Meribot can pick from when it rolls weekly seeds on Fridays. It picks from, a pool of flags at a certain chance, and that's how we get our weekly seed flags. But defense refactor will no longer be in the pool, so you won't be seeing any more of those seeds. I think they decided to keep stuff like MP Restore at level up disabled. We haven't really said anything about that, and no one's really said anything about that flag. So, I mean, unless someone decides to say, "Oh, I don't like that flag either," then it might get taken out. But I don't know. I don't see a problem with it personally, but it's one of those flags where you actually have to use your brain and have a workaround, because there's a couple of ways you can work around MP Restore at level up disabled and vanilla spell experience. Pretty much magic, what is it, magic levels, faster magic levels being disabled. It's pretty much vanilla spell growth. There's ways around it, sometimes you just got to use your brain. But defense refactor is like, well, you're going to take damage no matter what armor you wear, no matter if you're wearing bandanas or griffin helms, no matter if you're wearing, wristbands or gauntlets, no matter if you're wearing, overalls or fairy cloaks. You're going to take damage regardless on what you do. And it's just an awful flag. So you guys won't be seeing that anymore. All right, anywho, that is it for this mystery seed. I will see you all next time.